Namaste. Oh, Myung is chiming in. This is Myung. Hi. Namaste and welcome to Sippin and Sittin on Sunday with Sally in Sacred Silence. I'm actually making this video on Wednesday because today is my alive day. This is 18 years ago today. I survived a car accident that changed my life forever. And I just feel really grateful on this day, and it felt like a really good time to share the energy of how I'm feeling. I'll still remember it when you're watching this with me today on Sunday, but while I'm sitting in it, I wanted to go ahead and make this vid. And in keeping with the yogic yamas and niyamas, the medicine of yoga, I wanted to talk about santosha, which is contentment, which is really like just breathing into the space of gratitude for what you have and not always complaining about what you don't have or what you need or what you want. It's very easy for us to do that. And so don't feel shame or guilt for doing it. Just acknowledge that you're probably complaining about things without being grateful for the things that really matter. And on this day, this is kind of a reset for me. Every year, April 13th, I don't drive. I spend as much time outside as I can because that was just integral in my recovery. And I focus on the things that are important. Like, I'm alive, I'm healthy, I can feed myself, I can walk up the stairs by myself, I'm coordinated enough to put on my own chapstick. Those are things that 18 years ago I couldn't do on this day. On this day, I was still in a coma. And then the recovery, it was long. And by divine timing, I actually got pregnant with my first daughter during my recovery for that accident. And it is my belief that her stem cells are what allowed my brain to heal. I have a traumatic brain injury. My brain was severed, my corpus callosum, which is the surgery that they provide for people who have epilepsy to prevent them from having seizures. My brain naturally received that surgery on its own just from being shattered around in the car. I've learned to look at my accident as quite a positive experience in my life because I understand firsthand trauma, and that's really, really informed my career choice and my career path. You know, becoming a yoga teacher and now studying Chinese medicine, and I was able to volunteer at the VA for a while in the psych ward, working with teaching yoga to people who have TBIs, and I've just taken a lot of trauma-informed yoga training, and it's really beautiful. And there's so many different kinds of trauma and so many different folks that have it, so I feel really honored that I get to experience that inside my own body so that I can understand it and I can help people move past it and live with it. All that said, santosha, it's the second niyama. It's contentment. Oh, funny story. Here, let me show. I have a tattoo of this one. Oh, I can't flip the camera. I can flip my hand though. Ta-da! I went to get a tattoo of santosha on my ankle. The other ankle says satya, which is truth. And my best friend Stacy at the time went with me and got the same tattoos. And it turns out that the word that we got in Sanskrit does not say santosha. So that word I just showed you says bliss, which is ananda, which is a beautiful mistake to get tattooed on your body. But we became the cliche of Americans getting a tattoo that they think says one thing that says something else. But you know, I can practice santosha and just totally accept that, okay, that happened. And I'm totally content with it. I love that I have bliss on my ankle. How beautiful. What a happy mistake. Santosha, it's one thing to just say it, and then it really takes working through the other yamas and niyama in order to fully be able to experience it. So once you've moved through ahimsa and asteya and satya and aparigraha and brahmacharya and saucha, cleansing, then you're sort of, your mind is this limber place, your heart is limber and ready to embrace santosha, which is noticing. The first step of acceptance is noticing. You notice how something is, you allow it to be just like it is, and then you move into acceptance of that being just how it is. There's a way in which my friends and I especially, and I know other people too, we tend to have these first world problems that we complain about. And you know, I'm 42 almost and moving in with my mom, and I could bitch about that. But the fact is, I'm in school to become a doctor of Chinese medicine, and I have a lot of really beautiful clothes and accessories, and I get a monthly vitamin subscription delivered to my door of these gourmet delicious vitamins, and I have a monthly subscription of mud water, my cacao mushroom morning tea. And my children are healthy. I have children. I wanted them. I had them. I'm in love. I love myself. I have 3 amazing cats. Like, there's so much to be grateful for. And the fact that I might spend even a minute or a tiny fraction of energy complaining about moving in with my mom is just completely unfounded, because truly the difference between my situation and the homeless people that I pass on the corner near my house every day is that I have somewhere to go. I have parents that say, come stay with us while you get on your feet. You know, these people out here don't have that, and how dare I complain or even think about complaining when truly I'm just so blessed. So blessed. And I'm not going to spend time berating myself, nor should you, but take a moment and just be grateful for what you have. If you woke up this morning, be grateful. If you can breathe clearly, be grateful. If you don't have COVID right now, be grateful. If you got over COVID, be grateful. If you have it right now, you're going to get over it, so be grateful. The sun is out, depression is gone. This winter was hard for so many people, and now we've moved into the next season. Yang is rising, and it's really beautiful. This is a really beautiful world, and it's quite miraculous to watch society sort of re-up, you know, kind of reinvent what things are like now in this post-pandemic world. So I think that's all I'm going to say about Santosha. Today's meditation, I'd like you to pause the video and get yourself your drink, or in my case, it's going to be a strawberry. Get yourself some fruit or just something delicious that you really love. I actually just walked up to the pop-up market down the street and got these delicious strawberries. I could smell them from about half a mile away. And so this meditation is about the sensation of taste. We've done one together that was sound and touch. And so now I'd like to do a meditation, a taste meditation with you. Deepak Chopra, perhaps? Or maybe Thich Nhat Hanh. One of the greats does this meditation with orange slices, with peeling the orange as meditation, putting the orange in your mouth as meditation. We're going to do the same thing with a strawberry or whatever, chocolate, something that you have. So go ahead and get your item, or it could be your delicious coffee or whatever you're drinking. And first I just want you to smell your item. And then just think about everything that went into the growth or the processing. I'm lucky that I have this fresh strawberry from a farmer, which just came right off of the vine. The soil was nourished. The plants were watered every day. This is rain. This is nourishment from the soil. This has lots of minerals. This has so much sun. These are organic, so there's no pesticides on them. There is pollen. They're covered in pollen, so I'm just going to take a minute and be really grateful for the bees doing their work of gathering pollen from the flowers and spreading it over to these little strawberry flowers to produce this succulent fruit that I get to hold today and taste in a moment. So I'm just going to be quiet while you kind of fall in love with and appreciate your food. And go ahead and accept it. Do some santosha with what you have instead of what you wish you had. I bet you wish you had a strawberry. But maybe just find some contentment santosha by noticing, allowing, accepting, and then appreciating would be the next step. Just really appreciating it. Take it in with your eyes, notice it like you've maybe never noticed it before. And then bring it up to your mouth. And once it goes in your mouth, let's just be silent together for a minute. I apologize for the yard work that you might hear and the traffic, but it's all part of the process, It's santosha, just accepting it, allowing it. It's happening. So let's put our food in our mouths and just completely experience it with your tongue, with your taste. Notice what you notice. And once you've swallowed your delicious beverage or food, just notice the absence of it. And try to form some santosha around that, the fact that it's not there anymore, that it's gone. Santosha doesn't mean ignoring emotions or feelings that come up. So if you get sad that your strawberry is gone, just notice that you have sadness. We can even be content with our own feelings even when they're not pleasant. In fact, that's a trick for really, really being able to feel what you feel and sort of not getting trapped in that emotion, is to just really accept it. Notice it, allow it, accept it, let it be there. And then it's almost as though as soon as you say, okay, you can stay here, then it starts to dissipate. And then you don't have to feel that anymore. You could continue this meditation just kind of picturing what's happening now in your esophagus and then soon into your stomach. You could even be grateful for all the various places in your body that are going to receive the nourishment from the thing that you ate. And just really gratitude that your body works, that your that body is doing what it's doing, that you can digest food, that you don't have to drink everything from a straw. That you don't have an IV that's feeding you. You get to chomp and swallow, and you have this beautiful alimentary tube that goes all the way down. I hope you are able to find a lot of things to be truly grateful for. Remember that gratitude is one of the paths to love. Gratitude, contentment, forgiveness, and the paths that steer you further away from your own love, from God's love, from people around you's love, are complaining, resentment, and judgment. The opposites of the gratitude, the compassion, and the forgiveness. Namaste. Thanks for being here with me.